2023, why we're endorsed to be head of Tinubu Pan-Yoruba group Afenifere. Welcome to the news. And please subscribe to our channel. The leader of Afenifere gives reasons why the Pan-Yoruba organization backing P2B over Bola Tinubu in the 2023 election. The leader of Pan-Yoruba Sociocultural Organization, Afenifere, Ayo Adebanjo, has disclosed that the group backed P2B of the Labour Party to prevent continuity of the incompetence of the current administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. In a tweet posted on Friday, Mr. Adebanjo said the group is opposed to the candidacy of Bola Tinubu, a Yoruba man who is the candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC), because the former state governor will ensure continuity of the current administration. Pa Ayo Adebanjo post rethers. Ahmed Tinubu will only give continuity to Buhari's incompetence. We know P2B very well. That is why we endorse him. He will not disappoint Nigerians. Let us out tribal difference apart and vote right leaders. Ahmed Tinubu will only give continuity to P2B, to Buhari's. He will only give continuity to Buhari's incompetence. We know P2B very well. That is why we endorse him. He will not disappoint Nigerians and vote right. He will not disappoint Nigerians. Let us put our tribal difference apart and vote right leaders. The tweet reads. The group had earlier declared support for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. P2B, an Igbo man and former governor of Anambra State, on the basis that it is the tongue of a southeast geopolitical zone of the country. Yes, we have endorsed P2B. My reason for supporting him is because, based on equity and justice, the presidency should go to the southeast, Mr. Adebanjo had said some weeks back. Mr. Tinubu and Afenifere have a long history. In 1999, the former contested and won the Lagos State governorship election under the Alliance for Democracy, a political party of Afenifere. He was re-elected in 2003 under the same party. Disagreement within Alliance for Democracy AD led Mr. Tinubu and his allies to form the Action Congress AC, which later turned to Action Congress ACN and moved to the party. Atiku Abubakar, who is the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), was the presidential candidate of the AC in 2007 election. Since Mr. Tinubu left the AD, it has been no love lost between him and Afenifere. In 2015, Afenifere endorsed Goodluck Jonathan against the All Progressive Congress, although the decision divided the group as some state chapters opposed the endorsement. Again, in 2019, the group was divided in its endorsement. A faction led by Reuben Fasorati endorsed Mr. Atiku of the People Democratic Party, while another group led by Ayo Fasami endorsed Mr. Buhari of the All Progressive Congress. Now, let me tell you people, Afenifere did not start today. As in, their endorsement or support for, P2B now did not start today. These people, before we started talking about election period, this thing can't be gang election don't they come. These people have been saying it, that equity, fairness and justice should stand out, that the presidency should go to the south. They have been in support. This one no be say they just start today. If you have been really following them, you go know say these people, they have been supportive. And the thing is, everything they are doing, this one is not a matter of then they give them money, because some people come and say, that they collect money. It is not about money. They're coming out to say what equity and justice stand for. They have been all about equity, fairness and justice. Equity, fairness and justice. They have said it's the turn of the Igbos. You understand that time. That is what they have been saying. And when P2B now came out, P2B was now looking like a new darling to Nigerians. The kind of politics that P2B came out to play, or the way he does things is quite different, very different. He has a unique way of talking. He has his unique way of doing things. You understand? So they can't be like, these people, the people with the back. Then this one now, he can't get enough icing on this cake. Say, he's even a very good material to market. No problem. You understand? That is what Afenifere is all about. A lot of people have hauled insult on them. A lot of people have discriminated against them. So I say, your own brother, you did this, you do that. A lot of people have come out and they are not relenting. They are like, leave him. They are not voting for him because he is from the Southwest or Yoruba man. They're voting for him because, number one, he's the right candidate. And in equity, fairness, and justice, it's just like in everything right, he takes the box. Okay? He's not talking for Afenifere, he's talking for himself. Àwọn akílẹ̀ta gbogbo àwọn akọ́tilẹ̀ta gbogbo. Well, if you call him akọ́tilẹ̀ta, does he take Lagos money to Kano? Of course not. Padibanja is on his own. Reasonable Yorubas are for Tinubu. Well, this thing where they switch me for this matter, because this man have been saying it out since, so he did not just wake up. He did not just wake up from sleep. What an elderly man sees while you're sitting down, you cannot see while on top of a mountain. These old people stand for unity, peace, and progress. Exactly. And they did not start today. This one is not a matter of today. Even before Tinubu came out to say he won't run for presidency, they talk equity, fairness, and justice. Equity, fairness, and justice. Equity, fairness, and justice. It should be the watchword. They have been talking about it. That is the only thing that will even bring Nigerians and keep Nigerians united. That is what they have been about. Even before ever there was P2B coming out. So they did not start following P2B today or start talking about him today because he came out for presidency. No. They have been like these people, these Southeasterners, make them, they are the ones. Now you don't reach why make we give these people. Now they are turners, now them get the turner for Southeast. None of them has come out to be president. They have spoken a whole. If you read about them, you will have if you follow them closely, you have a very vast knowledge of where I'm coming from. Chief Adebanjo is on his right center. The continuing of Buhari's administration will be inevitable if Tinubu should win the election. He has shown it already with his Muslim ticket. Apart from that, he is incompetent health-wise. Yoruba nations will remove tribalism and religious bigot and be obedient and useful. If Tinubu do not continue from where Buhari stopped, what do you expect? You, another man that will start his own project afresh. Now tell me where B will start, or will he use his own Nigeria from elsewhere? Will he start his own, or will he build his own Nigeria from elsewhere to rule? No, that's not what they're talking about. We're talking about the legacy of Buhari. That's what we are talking about. The legacy of the president. Tinubu come out to say he will build on those legacies. And if you want to talk, you build on legacies. When you know, say your administration, no, they okay. Please specify. State it. I will continue on the infrastructural project. Not coming out. Meanwhile, we have a lot of legacies people know. In fact, people do not even know infrastructure. People know insecurity. People know inflation. People know the value of the naira. People know the prices of things in the market. People know, a lot of things against him, sincerely. But if you specify, I believe we're going, okay, you specify. But this one, he always comes out to say he will continue on the legacy that Buhari has built. Okay, on those notes, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for